Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the only place on YouTube where clay turns into tiny humans, school supplies come to life. Before we start, please take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and prepare your eyes, because everything you're about to see is small, cute, and extremely addictive. Yes, today, we are entering the miniature universe, where backpacks are smaller than your thumb and laptops are so tiny they can only run NOS. In this video, we're not just making clay models. Oh no, we are telling a mini story. A story about a mom, a kid, and the daily battle called go to school. The kid is polling, the mom is walking confidently, and the school supplies are silently watching like, good luck, buddy. Let's start with our tiny mom. She's wearing a traditional red and green dress with golden details. Use red clay for the skirt and add folds to make it look realistic. Roll the clay thin with a roller, just like making cookies in the kitchen. Who knew clay could be this fun? Carefully fold each layer little by little to create a truly beautiful dress.
Oh wow!
Roll the skin-colored clay into a neat, candy-shaped cylinder. The smoother it is, the nicer our little person will look. Let's guess what color top mom should wear for the school day. I think blue would look amazing with this red dress. They blend together like the melody of a song. I often see the aunties in my village wearing tops decorated with lots of patterns, so I'll add some glitter beads here. Use glue to stick them on firmly, decorate it however you like. And please don't ask me where I bought the glitter, it's my niece's toy. The aunties in my village love traditional dresses. If a dress is too simple, they say, add more patterns. If it already has patterns, they whisper, where's the glitter? So now, whenever I decorate a dress, even a tiny clay one, I can still hear them saying, more color, more sparkle. By the time they finished talking, my dress was no longer just a dress. It was a fashion statement, a lucky charm, and a village legend all at the same time. So, whenever I decorate traditional dresses now, I always hear their voices in my head saying, more patterns, more colors, more sparkle. Now let's add a yellow scarf. Can you guess who gave me this scarf? Go on, take a guess me. Well, I honestly don't really know. Alright, let's stop here. Don't forget to add a touch of golden shimmer. Do you know where I got it from? It's my mom's nail polish. I borrowed it for personal use, and tonight I might get scolded for that. Now for the kid, a little troublemaker pulling mom's hand because he doesn't want to go to school. Use yellow clay for his shirt, blue for pants, and don't forget his tiny red shoes. Try to pose the boy as if he's running fast to school because he's about to be late. His mom is always ahead of him, urging, hurry up, hurry up. Anyone else recognize this running dash to dash school dash when dash late moment? Comment below. Now let's add a pink jacket and head off to school. Get everything ready carefully before going to school, kids. You can't go to school without a backpack, especially a super tiny clay one. Prepare some yellow clay, or any color you like. Roll it into a cookie shape, then cut it in half. You'll get the shape of a backpack. Simple, right? Then add tiny half circles on the sides to hold your items. Wrap a blue strip around it to highlight this cute backpack. It turns into a truly meaningful little bag. Use it for your doll model or give it as a toy for children. I think they'll really love this gift. Back in school, I was always too busy having fun and kept forgetting my backpack. That might explain my grades. Has anyone here ever forgotten their school bag? To tell me in the comment. Put some small essential school supplies inside the backpack, tiny and cute. Of course, all made from clay. You can also sneak in some mini candy to motivate the student. But shh, don't tell mom. Can you guess what we're going to make next? A tiny laptop, a book, or something else? Mix white and blue clay to form a tiny little sphere. That's how we make a globe. The green parts will be the continents, and the blue will be the oceans. This is a very important school supply, especially for students who love geography. Right? Tell me which subject you like the most and which continent you're from. A sturdy stand is a must. Use black clay and gently press it into a small circular shape, like a tiny button. Attach it to the top and bottom of the globe. This tiny globe looks very serious, but don't be fooled. It thinks it knows everything. Whenever I study geography, the globe seems to whisper, relax, the world is small, especially me. It has seen all the continents and oceans, yet it still fits right in the palm of my hand. So tell me, if you could spin this tiny globe and travel anywhere, where would you go? This tiny board looks very serious. It waits all day to teach ABC and 123. Sometimes it dreams of being a big classroom board. But for now, it's happy standing on its little stand, pretending to be a very important teacher. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Prepare some pink clay. Yes, pink, because this laptop is not here to work hard, it's here to look cute.
I owed him up.
Take a small piece of black clay and flatten it. Use a toothpick to press tiny dots for the keys. Don't worry if they're not perfect, real laptops also have keys we never use. There's always that one key no one knows what it does. Even on a clay laptop, add tiny colorful shapes to look like apps or a game. Because, let's be honest, this kid is probably playing games, not studying. Gently press them together at an angle so the laptop looks like it's open. Congratulations, your laptop can now work or pretend to. This little pink laptop belongs to a student who swears he's doing homework. But if you look closely, he's racing cars while his mom is calling. Are you studying? Yes, Mom. Keyboard sounds intensify. Because even clay kids wake up late. First, take some pink clay and roll it into a small round shape. This will be the body of our alarm clock, cute, round, and already judging you for waking up late.
Huh?
Flatten the front slightly and add a thin white circle for the clock face. Use a toothpick or a fine tool to draw tiny dots for the numbers. Don't worry if they're not perfect when you're late, you don't really read the numbers anyway. Take 2 small pieces of yellow clay and shape them like tiny bells. Add a little blue strip in the middle to connect them. These bells are very serious, they exist only to ruin your sweetest dreams. Keep them simple because this clock's only job is to shout. Wake up, set the time to whatever you like. Mine always points to you should have woken up 10 minutes ago. First, prepare some clay in any color you like, red, green, or even your favorite color. Flatten it gently and shape it into a small rectangle. Congratulations, you just made the book cover. It already looks smarter than me in school.
Oh my God!
Next, take some white clay and flatten it very thin. Cut it into a smaller rectangle and place it inside the cover. These are the pages. Yes, all the knowledge of the world in 5 tiny pages. Now use a toothpick or a marker to write book on the cover. No title, that's okay, this book is mysterious. Nobody knows what subject it is, including the student. This little book belongs to a student who promises to read every day. But most of the time, the book just stays in the backpack. Thinking, one day they will open me. Your tiny clay book is finished, perfect for doll scenes, school models, or reminding us that books may be small, but homework is always big. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tiny clay school world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which item was your favorite. See you in the next tiny adventure.
Bye-bye!